In this video, I'm going to show you how to take your pictures out of Lightroom and put them into a PowerPoint presentation so that you can bring them to me and I can actually go through them with you. If we're doing this for print, it's going to be a little bit different, but I'll go through and do a video tutorial on that down the road. This is only for when you're putting them on screen. In other words, a computer screen or up on a projector so we can have a look at them. Okay, we're in our Develop module here in Lightroom, and we need to change over to the library module. I've now got all my pictures down here that I've edited on my film strip, and we have to choose just the ones I'm going to export. Now, if you've already done this as a select folder and you've gone through and these are on your own pictures, you're probably going to export the entire collection. So the quick way of doing that is Control A, and they get all highlighted. But in this case, we need to just choose the pictures we're going to export. So I'm going to hold down the Control key. I'm going to click on just the pictures I want to export, and these are the ones that we edited together in previous tutorials. So now let's actually export them. You can click on the export button here, or you can come up to File and go Export. Now there's a keyboard shortcut there, Control-Shift-E as well. It all brings you to this exact same location, and this particular export dialog is pretty easy to use. We work from the top down. So export to, well, here are the options: email, hard drive, or CD DVD. We're going to choose hard drive. Where it says export to, change that to choose folder later. Leave everything else in that section alone. I'm just going to scroll down here a little bit. Rename to, I'm going to make sure it's checked off, and then we're going to go with a custom name, and I want to choose it to sequence. So it goes whatever the name we're going to put in, and then a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to call this, this is Basic Editing 1. That's what we've been working on, right? Part 1, I think, isn't it? Part 1. Okay, and then a dash, and I want to put your name. So you'll go ahead and put your actual name, not please the two words that I just put down. We're going to scroll down a little bit further. Under image format, it's going to be JPEG. These are the different options, and they're all useful for certain things, but we're doing JPEG. Color space is going to be sRGB. There's the other options. It's the top one. And now the quality, just change that to 80. Now you can use the slider and drag it up to 80. I just find it easier just to type in the number there. Okay, down to image sizing. We're going to resize this. We're going to resize it to so that each picture is 800 by 600. And I don't know whether the 800 is vertical or horizontal. It doesn't matter because we're going to change both of these to 800. And what happens there is that it then chooses the best side to make 800. Resolution, we need to change that to 72 because that's the maximum resolution that computer screens can show. No sense in having more information. Sharpen 4, screen, and we're going to go high. Everything else on here we're just going to leave as the default, and we're going to go ahead and export. When you do that, we actually have to choose where we're going to put this thing. That's why we choose the folder later. So I'm going to find the data D drive. There we go. I'm going to choose Carnelli, your name, and this is Pics for Basic Editing System, yeah, and we did part 1. Now, I don't want to save these pictures in the same folder that we've just taken all the other pictures out. So I'm going to right click here and say New Folder, and I'm going to go Edited, and these are the ones we're exporting. So we open up that folder and we just say Select Folder, and now up here you can actually see it's actually exporting these 6 files. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to get you to stop the video at this point. Go ahead and export your files, and then I'll show you the next step with PowerPoint. So hopefully you've exported your pictures at this point. And here are my exported pictures, and I've just gone to the Data D drive and gone to that particular folder, navigated to that folder. And here are the 6 pictures that we've worked on, and you can see they've all been resized and everything else, and I could open them up here. We could just send me one picture at a time, but that's not how I like to do this. We're going to actually do a PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and open up PowerPoint. And when you open up PowerPoint, it could look something like this. It might just go directly into a blank presentation, but that's what we want to do, is we want to go to a blank presentation. And now most people at this point are going to do this wrong. Here's how I want you to do this. You're going to come up here to the Insert. Some people would click on Pictures. Makes sense, right? We're not going to do that. We're going to come over to Photo Album and click on the little icon. And then we're presented with this menu. So we're going to choose Insert Picture from Disk. So we're going to grab that. We're going to navigate to the D drive. My name, your name, Picks for basic editing, and then there's that, and then the edited folder. We need to select them all, so you could drag around them. I go Control A, that's the quickest way for me. Now we go Insert, and they're automatically all added. Okay, so I could redo these and put them in different orders if I want to. I don't really need to do that for this. Where it says picture layout, make sure it says fit to slide. Here are your options, but it's the very first one that we're going to choose, fit to slide. The theme, when you click on here, and you can actually see the theme by going extra large icons and then going down, you can actually see what you're looking at here. I like to grab something that's a little bit darker. The Wisp one is fine. You might have some different options. Then all you have to do is create. So there is my photo album. Now when I go down through here, you can see all the photo album, and it's automatically put all the pictures in. Here's what you need to change, and make sure you do this, please. Photo album, we're going to call this name of project, and underneath it, it'll say by MSS on yours probably. Mine says Brian Carnelli, for whatever reason, whoever that is. And you're going to put in your name, please. That's it. We have now done all the hard work, and you can put as many pictures in here as you want. Okay, so we've now got the name of the project and your name. You're going to come up to File, Save As. And now where are we going to go? Well, Browse, and we're going to go down to the D drive because we're going to save it under the basic pictures editing part 1, and we're going to put it in that edited folder. Now I want you to name this the name of the project, and then I'm going to get you to put a dash and your name, so I know whose this project belongs to. If you don't put your name in, I'm not going to mark it. I'm just not going to deal with it. So name of the project and then your name. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. I can close down PowerPoint. And now if I come back into that folder, there's my actual PowerPoint presentation. So this is the file here that you would actually put onto a USB stick from me and then bring up to me, and I can then go through it with you. Okay, so go ahead and create your first PowerPoint, and then we're going to bring it up to me and I'm going to have a look at it.